right, welcome back. Almost every parent out there knows from the first few notes of the theme song when it's time to shout, Bluey! And now she's bringing Mom, Dad, and Bingo to Connecticut.
All right, so much fun. Even if you don't have kids, I think we've all heard the song, right? So the Australian cartoon about the Healer family has taken the world by storm. And this weekend, Bluey's big play is here. We've got Stephanie Stevens and Chris White. They're joining us for, obviously, to talk about this big show. But you guys came from down under to bring us these characters. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thanks so much.
So you were playing Bluey.
Yes.
And you were playing Bandit.
Yes, and Pat.
And Pat.
Yeah.
Oh,
really?
Wow. Double duty.
Double duty.
So tell us how long you've been, connected with Bluey, because Bluey started in Australia. So here we are, geeking out and fanning out over Bluey here for the Americans, but this is your country. This is your thing.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, Chris and I have been on this Bluey journey for about 4 years now. As you said, we started in Australia together just after the pandemic, actually. Wow. And it was really nice to bring Bluey back to live theatre, to the kids, to the parents. And then you guys love it so much over here that we've been on the road for almost 2 years now.
That's incredible.
That's right. It's the show that keeps getting extended. And luckily, we're actually from the birthplace of Bluey, Brisbane. So it's just super special to be able to bring something from our hometown to all of you.
That's incredible. Can you talk about being from Australia, being from the birthplace of Bluey, and what your background is with theater productions and live performances? Give us a little bit of background about how you grew up.
Yeah, so, I mean, I was born and raised in Australia, so moved to Brisbane at a young age, and I've been a performing artist ever since, and I pretty much do dancing, acting, and a lot of character work. And I think that's, for me, that was my connection with Bluey, was being able to kind of bring this beautiful life-size puppet to life to audiences, and that was really special for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got into performing arts at a young age, musicals, singing, and a lot of work with children. I've always found that kids are the best audiences.
Oh, yeah.
So when this Bluey opportunity came up, I was just like, oh, I have to jump onto that. This is the biggest thing that's coming out of Australia right now. How can I get involved? And I was lucky enough to get the job, and so was Stephanie, and now we're traveling around America. We got to see all of Australia as well, just bringing this beautiful family story to people everywhere.
That's so amazing.
Such a beautiful family story, and the lessons. I mean, I can't tell you how many times my husband and I, we sit down and we watch an episode or two with our children, and we're in tears by the end. It's just, Bluey is the epitome of, wrapping up and relating to parents and kids everywhere around this country. It really touches you, and the way that you guys, you're on there on stage bringing these stories to life for the kiddos too. Like, it's so exciting. It's such an amazing show. So for those who have not seen it yet, what can they expect with this particular show?
Well, our show is the first theatrical adaptation of Bluey, the hit show that we all know. But Bluey's Big Play is essentially a new episode, so it's going to bring a whole new adventure to the audience. We've got lots of surprises, lots of shenanigans, but involving those same characters we all know and love, the 4 healers, maybe some surprise guests as well. Our show uses the voices of the real actors as well, so it's very familiar to audiences all around the world. Yeah, it's just a really big, great family fun adventure. Everything you would expect from Bluey, you're going to get, and more, because it's live on stage.
I was going to say, because you're basically translating the on-screen and adapting it here to the stage production. So is that fun for you guys to be able to interact with the audience a little bit, get that feedback immediately from everybody?
Oh yeah, it's so much fun to have that. And don't be fooled. I know an episode of Bluey is usually only 5 to 7 minutes. We've got a full hour-long show. Wow. There's heaps of games in it. And as Stephanie said, the actors from the television show are voicing the characters, and we do all the physical theatre. There's a bunch of actors on stage jumping around, controlling these puppets. And we're picking things up. The puppets are so big, they take 2 people to control.
Oh my gosh.
That is amazing. And what is it like working with the puppets for this physical theatre?
It's amazing, honestly. Like, even though we are very visible to the audience, we're right there with our puppets, going on the same emotional journey that they're experiencing. And I think that's the magic of it, is that we're right there with our puppets, as live actors, but we're still bringing this experience to the audiences, and we can relate to each other on stage and with the audience in that way. It's really special.
You're certainly right. It definitely doesn't detract from the puppet show. It actually makes it more special that we're visible. We're not trying to hide.
Right.
Yeah.
So you guys have been touring around the United States for the last 2 years, you said?
Almost 2 years.
How's it being here in Connecticut?
Oh, incredible. We're so happy to be back, but I mean, it's a little colder than we expected it to be.
Right?
We just woke up and it was winter, but we've been to Connecticut.
It's going to be summer this weekend.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Oh, that's good.
We want to remind our audience where they can catch Bluey this weekend. So can you tell us? It's at the Bushnell.
Absolutely. It's at the Bushnell. We're going to be there 6 p.m. tonight, 4 p.m. on Saturday, and then we have 2 shows on Sunday, 11 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Oh, perfect
Fantastic.
for those nappers.
Yeah, sleep in.
All right, and tickets are still available online, although I have to imagine they're going pretty fast. So head to bushnell.org. Thank you guys so much for coming on Great Day at 9A.
Stephanie and Chris, so nice to meet
Break
you
a
both.
leg this weekend.
Thank you so much.
All right, Olivia, over to you.
Today is National Mammography Day, and we are going to talk to a radiologist that is going to explain the importance of getting a mammogram and the age in which you need to do it. We'll be right back.